Going back in time, we will return to discover the stories behind the spotlight, where heartbreak and tragedy took away the talented stars of the legendary courtroom drama. Perry Mason, 1957–1966. Unexpected, sometimes horrifying accidents, or silent but miserable battles with illness have eaten away at their lives. Actors not only face physical decline but also the mental pain of having to leave the spotlight and the admiration of the public. In the darkness of fame, many stars have passed away under mysterious circumstances, leaving behind unanswered questions. Untimely deaths and incidents that have yet to be fully revealed have covered their lives with a layer of mystery, people who once shone in the spotlight but ultimately had to endure hardships. Nameless pain. This exploration will uncover every hidden corner of the lives of those who shaped one of the most classic and enduring television works. Join us in reliving the rise and fall of these stars, and learn more about the untold tragedies. These stories not only bring admiration but also make people ponder the dark side of fame, where the struggles for survival and unknown tragedies are still waiting to be answered. Raymond Burr, born May 21, 1917 in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada, is one of the most famous actors of Hollywood's golden age, best known for his role as Perry Mason in the popular television series eponymous, 1957–1966. This role helped him make a deep impression on the audience, becoming one of the symbols of courtroom dramas. Raymond Burr has a life full of mysteries, especially in terms of love and family. Many details about his personal life are kept secret, leading to many unanswered questions. He once claimed to have married a woman named Annette Sutherland in 1942, but unfortunately she died in a plane crash just a year later. Burr also shared that he had a son named Michael Evan Burr, but sadly, he passed away from leukemia at the age of 10. However, there are no public records confirming his existence. Of his wife and son, this has raised many questions about the authenticity of the stories he shared. Later, he lived with Robert Benavides, a young actor and his companion for 35 years until Burr's death. This relationship was not made public during the years Burr was alive, due to the stigma and social prejudice of the time regarding homosexuality. Only after his death was this relationship fully revealed, helping the public better understand his private life. Raymond Burr began his acting career in the 1940s with supporting roles in films. Movies like Raw Deal, 1948, His Kind of Woman, 1951. However, his name only really shined when he took on the role of Perry Mason in the CBS television series of the same name in 1957. The character of talented lawyer Perry Mason was not only the role that brought him to the peak of fame, but also became a cultural symbol in the hearts of audiences for decades. This role brought Burr 2 Emmy Awards and helped him become an indispensable face of the legal drama genre. After Perry Mason ended, Burr continued his successful role as Sheriff Robert T. Ironside in the series Ironside, 1967–1975. With 2 hit film series, Burr has affirmed his solid position in the Hollywood entertainment industry. In addition to his television career, Burr is also a passionate philanthropist. He regularly donates to charitable organizations and spends time helping children in difficult circumstances. In addition, Burr is also a successful businessman in the field of viticulture, owning a vineyard and producing wine in California. Despite his highly successful career, Raymond Burr faced health difficulties in his later years. He was diagnosed with cancer in the early 1990s, and the disease gnawed at his health. At first, Burr kept his illness a secret, but later, as his illness worsened, he gradually appeared to the public with a weak and old image. Kidney cancer was a disease that gradually weakened Burr, and he endured prolonged pain in his final years. Even though he knew he was in the final stages, Burr still tried to complete his work and participate in final projects. He appeared in a series of films Perry Mason especially in the 1980s and early 1990s, bringing satisfaction to fans. He died at his home in Sonoma, California, on September 12, 1993, at the age of 76. Raymond Burr's death left a huge void in the hearts of fans and colleagues. With a life full of ups and downs, mysterious relationships, and a glittering career, Raymond Burr is not only an icon of film and television but also a complex person, facing many personal tragedies. Core. What he left behind are not only the roles of a lifetime but also a colorful life, both in the glory and the darkness of private secrets. Barbara Hale, born April 18, 1922, in DeKalb, Illinois, is an actress loved by audiences and best remembered for her role as Della Street, the loyal and intelligent assistant of lawyer Perry Mason in legendary television series of the same name, 1957 to 1966. This role not only brought her widespread fame but also helped her win the prestigious Emmy Award in 1959. With her charming smile, classic beauty and sophisticated acting ability, Barbara Hale affirmed determine your position in the Hollywood entertainment industry. Barbara Hale grew up in a family with Irish-Scottish roots, and from a young age she showed artistic talent. After graduating from high school, Hale studied at the Chicago Academy of Fine Arts but eventually turned to acting. Her career began in the 1940s with small roles in RKO Pictures films, where she quickly impressed audiences with her elegant beauty and acting talent. Notable films in her career include The Window, 1949, Lorna Doone, 1951, but it was the role of Della Street that truly brought her name to the peak of fame. Regarding her personal life, Hale married actor Bill Williams in 1946. The couple had 3 children, the most notable of whom was William Catt, an actor best known for his leading role in the television series The Greatest American Hero, 1981 to 1983. Family is an important part of Barbara Hale's life, and she always knows how to balance work and responsibilities as a wife and mother. She once shared that her acting career brings her joy, but family is where she truly finds happiness. Hale and her husband had a long marriage that lasted 46 years until Bill Williams passed away in 1992. After this loss, Hale lived a private life, staying away from the spotlight to focus on taking care of herself, family and enjoy the remaining years in peace. Barbara Hale's acting career spanned more than 4 decades, but her role as Della Street was the pinnacle of her career. Della Street is not only Perry Mason's right-hand man, but also a character who helps the audience see the other side of the legal profession, the sophistication, intelligence and dedication in work. Although Della Street never took center stage in the film, thanks to Hale's performance, the character became an integral part of the film's success. Perry Mason. In her later years, Barbara Hale struggled with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, COPD, a disease that causes many serious complications, especially for older people. Hale has spent most of her time resting at home and taking care of her health. Although life gradually became difficult due to this disease, she still maintained an optimistic spirit, receiving attention and care from her children and grandchildren, especially from her son William Catt. Barbara Hale passed away on January 26, 2017, at the age of 94, ending a long and accomplished life. Her death is not only the loss of her family but also the passing of a television icon who has left a mark in the hearts of many generations of viewers. Her legacy, especially her role as Della Street, still lives on in the hearts of fans. Throughout her life and career, Barbara Hale always maintained the image of an elegant, strong, and dedicated woman. The role of Della Street brought her to the top, but it was her personality and personal bravery that truly made her an unforgettable icon in the hearts of fans. William Hopper, born January 26, 1915, was a familiar face to television audiences of the 1950s and 1960s, best known for his role as charming private detective Paul Drake in the series Perry Mason. With his impressive height, attractive appearance and remarkable acting career, Hopper has successfully portrayed the image of a talented, calm detective, and is a powerful partner of lawyer Perry Mason in solving the problem. Solve difficult cases. However, Hopper's real life is not as smooth as his on-screen character. William Hopper was born into a family with a strong artistic background. His mother is the famous stage star Hedda Hopper, one of Hollywood's famous behind-the-scenes writers. His father was DeWolf Hopper, a stage comedian. From a young age, Hopper was influenced by his parents' acting career, but he did not want to commit to this profession and chose to pursue other directions before returning to cinema in the late 1930s. Hopper's acting career spanned the years before and after World War II. Although he initially played unremarkable supporting roles, thanks to his role as Paul Drake in Perry Mason, but his career flourished. Paul Drake is a character loved by the audience thanks to his intelligence, charm and ability to solve crimes. This is also the role that made William Hopper a prominent television star at the show's peak. Regarding family life, Hopper has been married twice and has a daughter named Joan. Although on the outside he seemed to live the life of a successful Hollywood star, his personal life was beset by difficulties and turbulence. Hopper fought in World War II, and these experiences left him with deep mental wounds. After Perry Mason ended, William Hopper encountered many health difficulties. In 1968, he suffered a severe stroke and faced many health complications. In February 1970, he suffered a second stroke and finally died on March 6, 1970 from complications of post-stroke pneumonia. He passed away at the age of 55, leaving fans and close colleagues in mourning. William Hopper's life, although short, still left a deep impression in the hearts of television audiences, especially through the image of Detective Paul Drake, one of the iconic characters of the series. Perry Mason. Ray Collins, born December 10, 1889, was a seasoned actor with a decades-long career on stage and screen, but he was best loved by audiences for his role as Lieutenant Arthur Tragg in Perry Mason, 1957–1966. Collins' role is one of the important factors that create tension and appeal for the film, as Lieutenant Tragg is always Perry Mason's opponent in cases, but at the same time shows respect for each other. Between a police detective and a talented lawyer. Ray Collins grew up in an artistic family, and from an early age he showed a talent for acting. Collins began her career on stage before moving into film and television. He is famous for his roles in many of Orson Welles' works, including the film Citizen Kane, 1941, where he demonstrated his skillful acting ability. Although Collins had a long career with many impressive roles, it was the role of Lieutenant Tragg that was the final highlight of his career. The character Lieutenant Tragg is a smart, sharp detective, but always has difficulty keeping up with Perry Mason's agile moves. Still, Collins brought depth to the character, making Lieutenant Tragg a formidable opponent without lacking respect for Mason. Ray Collins began having health problems in the early 1960s, but he persisted with his acting work. However, in 1964, his illness became more serious and forced him to leave Perry Mason. Collins died on July 11, 1965, at the age of 75, after a long struggle with illness. His death left his colleagues and audiences with deep regret, because he had become an indispensable part of the series' success. Perry Mason. Ray Collins' life is a testament to his unwavering dedication to his art, even though he faced health challenges in his final years. The role of Lieutenant Tragg engraved Collins' image in the hearts of audiences, and he will always be remembered as one of the veteran actors of his generation. Wesley Lee, born June 18, 1921, is a talented actor and is loved by the audience for his role as Lieutenant Anderson in the hit television series Perry Mason. The character Anderson is an intelligent and dedicated police investigator who always searches for the truth in the complex cases that Perry Mason and his teammates must solve. Lee's presence on screen brought stability and integrity to the character, making him a vital part of the film's success. Before finding fame as Lieutenant Anderson, Wesley Lee had a solid acting career, with many roles in television and film. He is not only a talented actor, but also a humble man who always tries to devote himself to art. Lee's family life is quite private, and not much information is publicly available about his personal life, but he is known as a person who is devoted to his family and profession. In Perry Mason, Lee is not simply a supporting actor, but also someone who brings balance to the tense confrontations between lawyer Perry Mason and prosecutors. He plays an honest, determined person who always stands for what is right, even when faced with difficult situations and sometimes conflicts with Perry Mason. Lee's character Lieutenant Anderson is seen as a fair police officer who constantly seeks justice. Tragically, Wesley Lee died of heart failure on August 30, 1984, at the age of 63. His death caused great grief to his family, friends, and colleagues. Lee's passing left a void that is difficult to fill in the hearts of his fans and those who worked with him. Wesley Lee's life, although short, left a deep mark on the entertainment industry, especially through his role as Lieutenant Anderson in Perry Mason. William Talman, born February 4, 1915, is best remembered by audiences for his role as Prosecutor Hamilton Berger in the classic television series Perry Mason, 1957–1966. With the image of a determined and talented prosecutor, but often defeated by Perry Mason's sharpness, Hamilton Burger has become an icon in the television world. William Talman was born into a wealthy family, but his career was not easy. He began his acting career on stage and film before moving to television. Although he often plays supporting roles, with the role of Hamilton Burger, Talman has affirmed his position in the hearts of the audience. This role brought him recognition and affection from viewers, even if his character was always the one who lost to Perry Mason. Regarding his personal life, Talman has been married 3 times and has 6 children. Although his acting career was successful, his life was not always smooth sailing. Talman had many health difficulties and faced many personal problems. He is also famous for having a strong personality and not being afraid to fight for what he believes in. William Talman was a long-time smoker, and this contributed to his death. He was the first television actor to publicly admit that smoking led to his lung cancer and has participated in anti-smoking campaigns. Talman died on August 30, 1968 at the age of 53, from complications of lung cancer. His death is not only a great loss for family and friends, but also a warning about the harmful effects of smoking on human health. John Larter, born November 5, 1919, is a familiar face on the small screen with his role as a judge in Perry Mason, 1958. Although not a main character, Larter brought the majesty and solemnity required of a judge who presided over the trials in which Perry Mason participated. Larter is an actor whose career spans decades, participating in many popular films and television series. He is a professional actor, always serious about his profession and respected by his colleagues. For his role as a judge in Perry Mason, Larter became an integral part of the series, bringing balance and objectivity to the trials. John Larter died on September 8, 2006, at the age of 86, of natural causes. He lived a long life and devoted himself to art. His passing marks the end of a generation of actors who contributed to the success of Perry Mason, and he will always be remembered as someone who brought dignity and fairness to trials on screen. George E. Stone, real name Gershon Lichtenstein, was born on May 18, 1903 in Warsaw, Poland and immigrated to the United States as a child. He became a film and television actor best remembered for his role as a court clerk in the series Perry Mason, 1958. However, before fame passed Perry Mason, Stone had a career spanning more than 30 years on the big screen, with appearances in more than 150 films, mostly in supporting roles. He stands out as a small, humorous man, often playing stealthy, mysterious characters or villains in comedies and noir films. Regarding personal life, information about George E. Stone's family and relationships is not publicly available. He is a private person who does not share much about his family life. Although there is no exact information about whether he has children or not, it is clear that he devoted his entire life to his acting career. Sadly, his final years were plagued by declining health. He faced many health problems, including a series of serious strokes. Stone died on May 26, 1967 at the age of 64, just 8 days after his 64th birthday, from complications related to a stroke. His passing left a deep sadness in the hearts of his fans and those who worked with him in the entertainment industry. Michael Fox, born Myron Melvin Fox on February 27, 1921, is an American actor primarily known for his role as an autopsy surgeon in the series Perry Mason, 1957. Outside Perry Mason, Fox also appeared in many other television series and films, mainly in supporting roles. He often takes on the roles of a doctor, scientist or government employee thanks to his intelligent and serious appearance. Regarding his personal life, Michael Fox is a rather private person. He married Hannah Fox, and the two had a strong marriage. Fox does not share much about his children, and information about his family is very limited in the public. Although his career is not as brilliant as many big stars, Fox has always been a reliable actor, respected in the film and television industry thanks to his professionalism and dedication to his craft. Michael Fox passed away on June 1, 1996, at the age of 75. The cause of death was believed to be natural, with no serious prior medical complications. He lived a peaceful life and contributed significantly to the film industry before his death. Richard Anderson was born on August 8, 1926 and is a famous actor, remembered by many for his role as Lieutenant Steve Drum in Perry Mason, 1964. Born in Long Branch, New Jersey, Anderson has had a career spanning decades, with many notable roles on both the big and small screen. He is also known for his roles in films such as The $6 Million Man and The Bionic Woman, where he took on the role of Oscar Goldman. With his handsome appearance and strong acting style, Anderson became a familiar face in American television dramas of the 1960s and 1970s. Regarding his personal life, Richard Anderson was married twice. His first marriage was to Carol Lee Ladd, daughter of famous actor Alan Ladd. However, this marriage did not last long, and they divorced. He later remarried Catherine Thalberg, daughter of famous film producer Irving Thalberg. Anderson has 3 daughters from his marriages, Ashley, Brooke and Dava. He was always known to be a devoted father and always kept a close relationship with his children. Richard Anderson passed away on August 31, 2017, at the age of 91. His death was determined to be due to natural causes, after a long life devoted to art. With more than 70 years in the film and television industry, Anderson left behind a tremendous artistic legacy, and he will always be remembered as an outstanding actor and a respected man. Maurice Ancram was born on August 28, 1896, is a famous actor, especially remembered for his role as the judge in Perry Mason, 1957. Born in Illinois, Ancram began his acting career on stage and quickly transitioned to film. He participated in hundreds of films and television shows, often taking on serious roles, from military figures to judges and leaders. With his deep voice and majestic demeanor, Ancram left a deep impression on the audience. In his personal life, Ancram is married to his longtime partner, Margaret, and they have 2 children. Although acting takes up most of his time, Ancram still tries to maintain a stable and happy family life. He is famous for being a devoted and loving father. At the end of his life, Maurice Ancram faced tracheal cancer. Although he fought tenaciously, he died on September 2, 1964, at the age of 67. His death was considered a great loss to the film industry, and he was remembered as one of the most remarkable actors. Glasses during Hollywood's golden age. Willis Bouchi, born January 8, 1907 in San Francisco, California, was a famous actor, known for his role as the judge in Perry Mason in 1960. He was married and had 2 children. Although details about Bouchi's family and personal life are not widely publicized, Bouchi's acting career spanned decades, beginning in the 1930s. He appeared in hundreds of films and television shows, making his mark with many memorable roles. In Perry Mason, his role as a judge showcased his talented acting ability, along with the naturalness and authenticity he brought to each character. He has also participated in many other famous films, building a rich and diverse career. His professionalism and efforts in each role have made him a familiar face in the film industry. Willis Bouchi died on September 27, 1977, at the age of 70, from heart failure. His passing left a lot of regret in the hearts of audiences and colleagues. He is remembered not only for his outstanding roles but also for his dedication to the art of acting. Bouchi's death made many people who loved him and his works feel a great loss, as an acting talent passed away, leaving behind memories and a rich artistic legacy for future generations. Dan Tobin, born October 19, 1910, is an actor recognized for his role as Terence Clay in an episode of Perry Mason in 1964. Born in Chicago, Illinois, Tobin began his acting career in the 1930s and quickly became a familiar face on screen. He has participated in many films, mainly in supporting roles, but always left his mark with his humorous style and natural charm. Tobin has a peaceful family life. He married his loving wife, and the two had a fulfilling life together. Although details about his children and relationships are scarce, Dan Tobin died on November 26, 1982, at the age of 72. The cause of his death was determined to be natural, with no signs of death. Previous serious illness. His passing left a huge void in the hearts of his fans and those he worked with, but the artistic legacy he left behind will live forever in the hearts of audiences. Mort Mills, born January 11, 1919, is a talented actor, notably playing Sergeant Ben Landro in Perry Mason, 1960. He was born in Los Angeles, California, and began his acting career in the 1940s, appearing in many films and television shows. With his tall appearance and powerful voice, Mills is often assigned to play roles in law enforcement, from police to soldiers. Regarding his personal life, Mort Mills was married and had children, but detailed information about his family is quite limited. He is quite private about his private life and does not often share about his family with the public. Late in life, Mort Mills faced serious health problems. He died on June 6, 1993, at the age of 74, from complications of a heart attack. His passing left many regrets for his fans and colleagues, and he is remembered as a talented actor who contributed to enriching the world of art. Perry Mason. William Boyett was born on January 3, 1927, is a famous actor, best known for his role as Buck Osborne in Perry Mason, 1957. Born in Los Angeles, California, Boyett has had a career spanning nearly 4 decades in the film and television industry. He stands out for his strong roles, often taking on characters with assertive and serious personalities. Regarding his personal life, William Boyett is married to his wife and they have 3 children. William Boyett died on December 29, 2004, at the age of 77, from complications of pneumonia and kidney failure. His passing left a big void in the hearts of fans and colleagues. He is remembered not only for his acting talent but also for his big heart and dedication to the arts. Vaughn Taylor was born on February 22, 1911, is an actor remembered for his role as Bishop Mallory in Perry Mason in 1957. Born in Richmond, Virginia, Taylor began his acting career in the 1930s. He had a rich career with hundreds of roles on the big screen and on television, notable for his ability to portray subtlety and depth in his character. In his personal life, Vaughn Taylor is married and has children. He is a devoted father and always tries to maintain a balance between work and family. Although not much is publicly known about her private life, Taylor is known to be a humble and dedicated person. Vaughn Taylor died on April 26, 1983, at the age of 72, from heart failure. His death left fans and colleagues in mourning. He is remembered not only for his outstanding acting talent but also for his contribution to art and culture. Robert H. Harris was born on July 15, 1911 in Chicago, Illinois. He is not only a talented actor but also a loving husband and father. Although details about his family are not widely publicized, Harris is known for his devotion and affection towards his family. He has built a life outside of the spotlight, where love and connection with loved ones are always top priorities. Harris is best known for playing Aaron Hubble in the episode Perry Mason in 1958. Before that, he had a diverse acting career on stage and screen, with various roles in films and television shows. His career has made a strong mark with his honest and emotional acting. Throughout the 1950s and 1960s, he was involved in many film projects, including films such as The Man with the Golden Arm, 1955, Lady the Long, Hot Summer, 1958. Robert H. Harris died on November 30, 1981, at the age of 70. The cause of his death was determined to be natural. Even though he has left this world, his acting legacy continues to live on in the hearts of fans and future generations. Neil Hamilton, born September 9, 1899, is an actor best known for his role as Ames in Perry Mason. He was born in Lynn, Massachusetts, and led a memorable life not only in acting but also in his personal life. Hamilton married Margaret M. Hamilton and had 3 children, many of whom made significant contributions to the arts. Neil Hamilton stands out with his role in Perry Mason in 1958, but he began his acting career in the 1920s. With his charismatic acting style and ability to convey genuine emotions, he made his mark in many other films and television shows. Each other, including famous roles in the series Batman as Commissioner Gordon. His career spanned decades and left behind many memorable works. Neil Hamilton died on September 24, 1984, at the age of 85, from asthma. His passing left regret in the hearts of fans, but his talent and roles still live forever in the hearts of the audience. Dan Seymour, born February 22, 1915, is known for his role as Carlos Silva in Perry Mason. Born in Los Angeles, California, Seymour has built a life outside of his acting career. He had a family and was known to be a devoted father and husband. Seymour stands out with his role in Perry Mason in 1957, but he had a rich acting career with many roles on stage and in various films. He is known for his deep voice and ability to portray colorful characters. Outside Perry Mason, he also participated in many other films and television shows, creating his own mark in the hearts of the audience. Dan Seymour died on May 25, 1993, at the age of 78, from a heart attack. Although he has left this world, his roles and the memories he left behind still live forever in the hearts of fans. Mark Roberts was born on June 9, 1921, in New York City. There is not much information about his personal life, but it can be seen that he had a happy life with his family. Although not featured prominently in media reports, he was known to be a devoted father and husband, spending much time with loved ones throughout his life. Roberts is known for his role as Ben Scott in Perry Mason in 1957. He had a diverse and successful acting career, with many roles in films, television shows, and theater. He has appeared in many notable works, from movies to stage plays. His career spanned more than 50 years, and he left a significant mark on the entertainment industry. Mark Roberts died on January 5, 2006, at the age of 84, from heart failure. His passing is not only a great loss to his family and friends but also to film culture, as he leaves behind a rich and impressive performance legacy in the hearts of his fans. Don Dubbins, born June 28, 1928, in New York, is an actor with many contributions in the field of art. Throughout his life, he kept a private personal life, but was known as a loving family man. Dubbins has led an active life, focusing on his acting career and family. Dubbins is best known for his role as Assistant Skin Bill Vincent in Perry Mason in 1961. He had a rich career, participating in many films, television and theater shows, often portraying strong and characterful characters. From small to large roles, Dubbins has made his own mark in the hearts of audiences. Don Dubbins died on August 17, 1991, at the age of 63, of natural causes. His legacy still lives on in the hearts of those who love the art of acting, and his roles are still remembered and cherished. Robert Bice was born on March 4, 1914, and is an actor with many years of experience in the film industry. Although not many details are known about his personal life, Bice has built a happy family life where he can enjoy time with his loved ones. Bice is best known for his role as Faulkner in Perry Mason in 1957. He had a notable acting career, appearing in various films and television shows. With his natural and charismatic acting style, he left a mark in the hearts of the audience. Robert Bice died on January 8, 1968, at the age of 53, of natural causes. In his later years, he struggled with a series of illnesses, often leaving him in pain and isolation, which created a stark contrast to the vibrant life he led. However, he is still remembered as a talented actor and made many contributions to art. Virginia Field, born November 4, 1917, was a talented actress, remembered for her role as Angela Renshaw Fernaldi in Perry Mason in 1958. Born in London, England, Field immigrated to America to pursue an acting career. She has a rather private personal life, but information shows that she has been married twice and has close relationships with her family. Field had a rich acting career, spanning from the 1930s to the 1980s. She is best known for her many roles on stage, television, and film. With her charming beauty and versatile acting ability, Field has left a strong impression on the audience through diverse roles. In addition to the role in Perry Mason, she also appeared in many other famous films, from movies to television shows. Virginia Field died on January 2, 1992, at the age of 74, of natural causes. Her passing leaves behind sadness for those who loved her and the artistic legacy she left behind. Death of actors in Perry Mason. It is not only a loss for family and friends but also for film culture as a whole. Each actor contributes to creating an indispensable part in fascinating stories Perry Mason bring. Their passing makes us reconsider the preciousness of time and the importance of preserving artistic heritage. How about you? Who do you miss the most among them? Leave your comments below and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell to see the latest videos.